Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, believe it or not, and I'm sure you'd prefer not, but regardless, it's showtime. Hi. Actually, I'm not high. Oh, we try hello. Hello. I'm a little chilly. I'm sure by most of the country, the U.S., my kind of chilly wouldn't qualify as chilly. But my bones are getting older, and sadly, the temperature I find comfortable is going up. A couple of years ago, I wanted the place at 66. You know, when it was cold out. Now I have to have it at 68. Probably want it to be at 69. All right, build the skyship frame is where we left things. Right, gun. Always by default, we want to be carrying our gun because you can never tell when you're going to need a gun. Is there anything else I need to smelterize in the smelter? I think so, not yet. I made all the iron. I may have to do some running around and getting more scrap metal. As I turned almost all of it into the base, and the rest I turned into iron. Dun dun! There was a patch today. Didn't seem to be anything huge. Something about like ship stability and stuff like that. Okay. So, I don't have a blueprint. Oh. We can go with a dinghy. Which is that. A skiff. At least that one I would know what the front was. Or a yacht. Wow. Wide selection of choices. I'm going to go with a yacht. Wait. Assume that's iron. I'm going to confirm that. See, the thing is, there was an issue the last time I made it. I can't remember if I made it a yacht thingy. I think I made the yacht. And then it wasn't exactly clear to me which side the front was. Now, I assume this is the front, but the last time I made the assumption, I was mistaken. I just made the basic one, but the skiff has a pretty obvious front. So I'm going to build the skiff. I'm going to need... It didn't say I needed that much. It didn't say I needed that much. I don't have the wood. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to need more iron and more scrap metal to make iron. I'm going to need more wood. Well, most of the stuff we need is over yonder. So we'll head over yonder. Let's see, back to this. Why isn't it falling over? I cut a hole in it. we're going to pick up wood. We're looking for iron and scrap metal as well. Don't think there's any of it there. I will grab other stuff as we go. Because of course I will. So the mechanic for chopping wood, basically, ideally what you want to do is you want to catch, basically you click to throw it and click it when it comes back to you and immediately throw it again. Which allow you to do stuff like I didn't do that. There. There, it worked. How much wood are we up to now? We got pine wood and birch wood. Does it all have to be the same kind? I hope not. We'll find out. But I guess it might very well be. Alright. Scrap metal. Need a fair amount of iron ore as well. And this is an iron node. It remembered its state from yesterday and blew up. Interesting, it did not display the standard state, but it did blow up. It wasn't showing the state I left it in. It was showing an undamaged node like this one. Whoop! The hell? Whoops! No, 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 no. Not a fan. I'm out of freaking bullets? Are you kidding me? Some berries and get my regen going again. That was annoying. Continue to scan for any spare scrap metal. Nope, that was something. No, berries. I do not remember any critters popping out of the ground like that in my previous plays. So we'll make more bullets. And we'll chop down some more trees here. We'll see if we can get all the trees taken care of here. Do a quick browse for any other scrap metal just laying around. Pardon me for a second. I need to, brace up my nerves after having to run away and almost die. Well, actually, yeah, almost died and ran away. Okay, well. I think it's 20 per. Reasonably hard. Yeah, I'd rather get it from the scrap metal. Oh, we only get one. Not happy with that. 20 rounds. Not as much as I would like. Oh, we'll use a little bit of our iron. And that just makes regular bullets, too. I was hoping those would be different bullets. That they would be, made out of iron, they'd do more damage. Seems pretty logical to me. We did get some iron ore. We can turn that into more ingots. All right, how much wood did we need for this thing? We need 128 wood. Atlas Skyship core is vital to the technology. Essentials build menu core on your Skyship. E after placing it. Register. Okay. But for right now, we need to chop down some trees. That's not what I wanted to be using. That's what I wanted. We're at 118. I missed on that last one pretty solidly badly, guys. Keep missing, not that. 138. I don't remember what the number was. That's the condition my brain is in. 128. 112. I guess it all does have to be of exactly the same type. I'm unenthused at this development. I need time. That should be enough to build the wooden part of the frame. it is. Pine wood. So we're going to need a little bit more iron, not too terribly much. We're going to want more scrap metal to make more ammo. You have to ride the winds. Alright, I ran away like a great big enormous coward. Not my fault, I was out of ammo. Come on. A little break. Didn't want to do it, just didn't want to get deaded. Berries. Gold Ducat berries. They're just delicious. Oh. Definitely want more scrap metal. More scrap metal. More Saurian stone. Where was the bad thing? Down there? That was the one where I went in. Not over here. Because that was an iron node. I need more iron. Oh, you want to play some more? Yeah, I didn't think so. Sort of glowy blue-green area there is the core, which I think is the explosive bit, so you want to be careful. Do not shoot that too much. Up. What are we doing over there? Or 66. Not sure if that's enough or not. Because I haven't been paying close enough attention to the numbers for things. Because I'm old and my brain is feeble. It doesn't work so good anymore. It used to work okay. What were we talking about? I can't remember. Because my brain is feeble. Bonanza of scrap metal. Hell, a herd of Winnebagos. We're giving them away. Some guy. Music reference. Get some Atlas dust. berries. Mmm. They're berry tasty. So sorry. I can't make him stop. His brain just does it on his own. It's really, it's not his. That's another one of those rocks that we can move if we have any reason to move it. I don't know why we would have a reason to move it. It doesn't look like it's blocking anything behind it. A little on the odd side. That just looks like a graphic glitch. What is that? That was not what I was trying to do. The first part of it was. The second part was not. And look, we have respawnage. Not sure what determines the respawn. If it's a daily thing? Might be. But I'm not going to complain about more scrap metal. Maybe the wind blew the scrap metal over there. There's no knowing. There is no knowing the ways and wonders of nature. You can quote me on that. No good reason you should, but you could. More Atlas dust. I wonder if I can shoot the birds and get meat out of them. Wouldn't say that was unlikely. I don't know if I can. My odds of hitting them aren't very good. At least not once they're airborne. Shrooms. Remember there being anything else in here. Huh? Scrap metal. Did I miss those? Red glow bad. Green glow good. Bunch, that's a technical term, of ammo and ingots. I think we should have enough ingots. Home again. Good evening, JF. Why is that not busting up? Don't know. Short answer? Don't know. Long answer? I really don't know. Well, there's no reason that I'm aware of to not smelt all of the ore. Use for iron ore other than iron ingots, as far as I am aware. And how about some ammunition? was like 32. This is 20 of each, I think. Let's go for 100 bullets. And maybe more before we take off, because that was the problem I had the last time I played it, which was after the early access launch. Played the demo, then I played the early access version. And there was an issue with the early access version. We have 100 bullets exactly now. Oh, there's 35 in our backpack. By the way, the backpack items are dropped when you die. Why is that showing? Oh, because those are on the 2 and 3 buttons. I got it. I figured it out on my own. We don't have a stash yet, which is fine. So I want to check and see if there's anything else that is buildable that I would want to build before I build the boat. Make sure we've done the smelting. The only thing we can make is charcoal, which I don't think we need yet, and a couple of atlas shards. Light and medium ammunition, the crude pistol. Equipment, bandages. Right, we've got all that stuff. Resources, battery igniter, printing matrix, cloth. Yeah, alright, so there is nothing else. Oop. Can make a campfire stove. Oh, okay. There's more stuff. These need to be unlocked. Essentials. The skyship core I'm going to have to make. That's going to take 32 metal. Must be inside a shipyard bubble to craft this. Right, we're all going to need another atlas core. Bedroll, pattern rug, stool bench, shelves, ship flight square sail, and triangle sail. Shipyard, storage, makeshift storage. Better than piling your gears on the floor, we can craft that. Scrap metal. And did we not use the wood? I guess we didn't use the wood. Let's make the frame. Make the frame. Need that to continue on. So. We didn't put in. Okay, we do need to input both of these there. That's that. And here we need 47, so that's got to be the iron. Let's see. Oops. Do they take exclamation points? They do. Welcome to the Lens Ho! It's like Land Ho, but also a joke about being easy. Okay, so we have our ship. We need to make a square and triangle sail. those were actually made outside using the B build. That was not optimal. There we go. All right, so that is obviously the front because it's pointy. Are we agreed on that? So we need a square sail, which takes 4 cloth and 32 wood out of the 32 wood we've got. The triangle sail has a lot more complicated, right? Makeshift cloth, small branches. Right, so this is the square sail, which I'm going to say we can put there. I have made a square sail. Why did it not get checked for having the basic square sail? That's interesting. I do not know why it does not have a check next to it being completed. The triangle sail. We've got metal, we've got wood, we're going to need more wood. We've got, that's going to use 6, so we got 12 more wood. Birch is what we currently have sitting around. I can lock. Let us, wrong thing, right thing. Again. Okay. See how we're doing. Target. Bonk. We can target the sail infrastructure. Excellent. Triangle sail. We need one more wood. That figures. Well, actually, we need more pine. One more pine will do. So we've got enough for the base. Got enough for the rigging, the metal, and the sail with the cloth. We need one more pine. Pine in for the fjords. Yeah, I guess those do look like pines. Sort of. So presumably now we have enough wood. Oof. Where do we want to put it is the question. We're going to need to have a helm. And ideally, I guess we would probably want that down below. How do we... Crouch worked. Briefly. So, I mean, theoretically, we would want the helm here, I think. Decoration. Furniture. Miscellaneous. Figureheads. A crude metal spike. Yeah, we want that. Lights. Essentials. The core. Which we're going to need... We're going to need more metals and stuff. And an Atlas crystal. And the helm also is going to require an Atlas crystal. We need 2 Atlas crystals for sure. Make 2 Atlas crystals really quick. Atlas shards, sorry. Ooh. The thing is it's kind of hard to get into the lower level of the ship. Better now that we've got oof. Flight deck of Saborian design contains all vital instruments and controls. I think we probably want this up here so we can see clearly. We only have scrap metal, so we don't have enough. How about for the sky? No. No, we need 22 odd more metal. Scrap metal or iron, either would be fine. But we're going to grab both when we can. But as we have established, we want to be ready for anything. Not anything. I doubt Santa Claus is going to show up. But hostility is not impossible. Tired. So tired. Oh, nice. We need more scrappity metal. Looks like we're between 3 and 5 for each one of those. I'm not going to complain about that. Oop. Just making sure I heard something. Just making sure none of them underground critters is sneaking up on me. No iron over there. Just making sure, you know, nothing sneaking up on us. Spitting crap at me? That's just unsanitary. Need some more berries. Bust out the gun again. Come on, man. These things should have some sort of resource on them that's harvestable. Doesn't look like it, though. All right. Careful here. I want to optimize as much as I can out of this. Because they're a little bit tight on metal. Get too close because they blow up. Seriously, they blow up. I have no respect for bugs. I mean, just because they kind of bug me. Gulp. Actually, I'm an entomophobe. That is an actual thing. Not just a lens of saying that thing. It's an actual thing. For reasons unknown to me, bugs scare the living crap out of me. No particular reason they should. And yet... see the big glowy sphere that's home sweet home. Having destroyed the turrets here, maybe the stuff inside has respawned to some degree. We can I take freebies, accept them. I think we want to go all the way down there. Still do not know what this... I mean, don't know what I could use it for. I mean, I can put the anti-gravity device on it that allows me to move it around freely. But I don't know where I would want to move it to. Glowy green thing. Tomanana. It's a tomato and a banana. It's a tomanana. Scrap metals. More scrap metals. We like scrap metals. When we're short on materials, we like them. More wood is good. At least, so I have been assured. Yep, dick joke. Sorry. Love the dick and fart jokes. Keep them coming. It's a movie reference. I don't want you to think I'm just being randomly crude and profane. It's not random. Whee! It does look like I could make it all the way across without using the collider, but maybe I should try to, I don't know, pick up the right thing. See if we've got enough of everything. Everything! Movie reference. Now, the funny thing is, for years, I have thought that line in Leon, Professional, was stupid. It's one of the few things I've ever seen Oldman do that I didn't like. But it's huge. The internet loves it. And only recently did I find out that Oldman did it as a joke. He was just trying to loosen things up because he'd been doing, the same line for a bit. Just wanted to do something goofy. And so that's what he did it. And so, in essence, my opinion on that line is correct. It was meant as a joke. The director, however, is the director. How about 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, it's glorious. Metal for years, days, lots of it. So I feel my unpopular opinion is entirely validated. Thank you. Let's see. We do not have any additional Saborian data disks. Let's see. We're going to need more cloth, I think. Let's go ahead and... That each? Seriously? So tomorrow, I expect I'll most likely be back here, although possible I'd be doing a Guild Wars 2 key farm. And then on the day after that will be the launch of Guild Wars, not 2, just Guild Wars Reforged. I don't think there's anything else in here we can do diddly with, right? We are going to want more ammo. Oof. All right, the helm. We have an Atlas shard. Interesting, it says 50. So it's defaulting to the iron, but it will allow me to use the scrap metal? Let's see, 250, 50, 99. The weight is higher. I'm not sure we would want the weight to be higher. Speed up to 394 or 351. Interesting. So here we are seeing the differences. That gives us 1 additional resilience. This one has a lot more resilience with iron. Don't have a bunch of iron. Good evening, Snoopy. How you doing? It's the helm. I'm about to be naval. Insults accepted. And we will put and we will drop Saborian skyship core in here. Right. Let's see, so the core weight and core energy. So that's 50, 12, and 510. More weight, more energy. And over here, more resilience, but not much. Significant amount of resilience. But this one also has more weight? No, it doesn't. Okay. 289, 272, yeah. So I think this gives us more core energy, right? Yeah, the energy seems to me to be worth spending the materials on. There are, by default, there are 3 default blueprints, and I'm using one of them. I used one of the different ones the previous time. It wasn't clear which end was front, believe it or not, and I chose the wrong one. As someone with at least a passing knowledge of things naval, if you have a boat shaped like a lowercase t, right? Equal length arms, a short cross beam, cross timber, whatever, and a long end. So you've got basically, you know, we remove this, and here is the cross point. You have a short end and a long end. Which one's the front in your mind? See, I'm not sure I remember correctly. I think what I thought was that the short end should be the front, as it seems like it would be easier to steer when you're working with the shorter end rather than the longer end. But whichever way was correct, I got it wrong. And someone was watching on stream who played and pointed it out to me. I reversed the helm, moved the helm, reversed the sails, and that increased the speed by like doubling it. It was still slow as bleep. I can make, well, which of these? A barrel capable of storing items on ships. All right, well, cloth, metal. That has a weight of 7. Doesn't matter. We'll go with that. And wood takes 8. We have 8 small branches. Yeah, so by default there are 3, plus you can build your own. There are 3 base blueprints, and you can design your own. All right, we'll put this. Why is it not building? There we go. Now it's building. I did not build. The skyship core. We almost built it. I actually just didn't build it. I think I was going with iron there. Yeah. And scrap metal there. All right, it's now powered up. I do not know why it's not showing that I have any of the 2 of the 3 items that I have. What do you mean by travel form? The other shapes, this is the only one that has what I was... Oh, are there any mounts? Not that I'm aware of yet, other than this. Yeah, well, I mean, the human does have the grappling hook, which is good, but not really a speed traversal mechanic. It is a useful vertical traversal mechanic. We now need to build the last thing that we supposedly have to build with this, which is a basic triangle sail. We'll go with soft, but otherwise high performance for its weight, obtained from pine trees. Used heavily in crafting. Yeah. High performance for its weight? Sure, why not? Okay, yeah, we got more resilience and more wind performance out of using that wood. All right, that seemingly added more lift and more power. And we do have enough cloth. There we go. Okay, so now I think I have to register the skyship core to get credit for the other bits and pieces. I'm hitting the wrong button repeatedly. I don't remember how to all right, that took me down 1 level. So this is the core. We want to register to ship. So currently it has 16 decks and panels. We've got the total energy and total weight. I have registered to the ship Lens Ho. I have a sky-worthy vessel. So you had to do the things in order for them to check off. So that's why it wasn't checking anything off. Continue to explore this island for more Saborian data disks, or finish building a skyworthy ship and set off for distant horizons. Well, that is really an underwhelming amount of storage, got to say. So let's put some things on in our storage here. resources foiled again. Got the wood. We can get wood pretty easily. I don't know what the Seraph Nano energy is used for, but gosh, doesn't it sound nifty? Let's see. We must have extra mushrooms. We've got fire coral. What else would we like to make sure that we don't lose? The iron ingot. Oops. I don't think there's anything left here that we're too worried about. One more storage thing, I think. I am a nut for when it comes to stuff like that, I have to admit. I don't have the wood. Did I put all the wood away? I must have. I put all the wood away, didn't I? I'm a silly wabbit. That's fun. Yeah, I don't want to lose those things. So. Build. I wonder how much that makes. Not the biggest, but better than piling your belongings on the ground. Okay, I'll buy that. Cannot build that there. Okay. Can't build on the ship at all? Interesting. Is that true? It appears to be true. Well, we know we can build barrels. All right, so we want to make sure we don't lose that. Weapons, propellant, we have no need for yet. Power cores, we're not needing yet. Atlas dust. We need to keep all of the ammo around that we can. We have a bunch of bandages. Don't want to lose the plant fiber. We would like to keep our crafting things on us if possible. The harvesting stuff, I mean. Lots of berries. Seems to me to be good. I don't know if we really need the shrooms. That just increases your stamina regen. I'm not really having any problem with that, but we'll hold it anyway. That can go in there. No, we do want to keep one of those on us. Pardon me as I talk to myself. We don't need the medium ammo. That's for sure. Right. I'm clever. I can figure this out. I'm clever for relatively small values of clever. There we go. We have... Almost. So close. Welcome to Lens Plays Stupid Games. Fine. That'll go in there then. You happy now? And that'll go there. And that'll go there. Okay, so we will be keeping with us. Those are items we can lose because if you die, you keep the stuff on your belt, but not the stuff in your inventory or your backpack. Okay, so now we can go other places. So where I think I want to go, let me get out is over there. Now, learning to steer was a bit of a experiment in this, if memory serves. Sails are up. Sails are up. All right, vertical control in space. Space is up, I think. Close all sails to shift. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get ourselves going up a little bit. Free camera, change cameras. Actually, I can use the slowing down. Whoops. I'm sure it'll buff out, don't you think? Okay, I'm getting a better hang of it now. That was the problem. I was pushing a little bit too aggressively on my controls. That is a bad machine over there that will shoot me and make me unhappy. There we go. That's the thing I was looking for. Let's see. Determines the hit points. Using tougher materials can increase this core energy amount of energy available. Right, got that. Let's see. Break, close all sails, which is hold. Yeah, there's some badness over there. Let's go ahead and get back on the helm and see if we can't lower ourselves down. Evidently no. That's nose down. Okay. So apparently I've managed to park us directly on top of a tree, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say is not optimal. I correct in saying that we're on top of a tree? Yes, I am. Alright, so we need to go up to get off of the tree. Hopefully now, I'll take a quick peek and see if we're off of the tree. We appear to be clear below. I will attempt to at least get us lower. I don't want to jump off and not be able to get back on my boat. That would make me sad. My dad was in the service. In the Navy. He said there was a guy on the boat who could sleep with his eyes open on watch, standing up. He said he was the role model of everyone on the ship. Well, here we are. I did not make enough bullets. That's my guess, is that I simply did not make enough bullets to deal with what we have to here. How many do I have? I have 127 bullets. That just looks like trouble to me. A bunch of red glowing stuff is usually bad. Well, that didn't do anything. Hey! Oh, something hot. Those things were the problem. The last time I came here, I'd forgotten exactly what it was that caused me so much trouble. It was those things. Those little flying assholes. Get some Atlas dust. Let's try this area first. Because it appears that it takes... I've got hostiles. Oh, yeah, that hurt. Is another hostile. It's one of the drums. Two of the drums. I scared them off. I'm just too dangerous and deadly for them. Understandable. Quickly. Get a little regen going. Back out with the gun. that's another one of the Atlas dust having things. So we need 3 Atlas dust basically to make anything. Oh, We have another one of the bad floaty things. Broken drone. Aw, it's broken. How sad. Not really. Got another one, huh? Think you can sneak up on me? Is that the thing? Another one? There's something hostile. Something wicked this way comes. We came in with like 120 ammo, and it looks like we're at 100 even. Continue to explore this island for more Cyborian data disks. Yeah, I'm a little, I feel a little, unenthused about doing it in the dark. We would like another Cyborian data disk or 2 for sure. That would allow us to make the crafting bench for our boat, at which point we would no longer have to go home to make everything. Right now, if we want to make more ammo, we gotta go. Scan it. That didn't seem to actually do anything. Puzzles, data relay. I don't know if we have had a puzzle with a data relay. Control relay. Pick up and place, delete, scan. I don't think we've, oh, okay, it looks like it shoots. And we need to basically, I think, get the beam to bounce around from place to place. Let's see, in the compendium. Items, we've added a resource somewhere. The different kinds of wood. Tutorials, puzzles, relay. Cyborian survivors use data relays to send information between camps. Manual nature of the process meant they could more easily avoid detection, as the beams would need to be physically intercepted and be repositioned quickly. To solve these puzzles, you need to find the origin of the data beam and point it at a sequence of relays, one after the other, until it connects to the data terminal. And that's that. Which is the data terminal, the big floaty thing on the wall. Okay. Skyships, we got that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Right. So I think this is the origin. It says pick up and place. Okay, well, we need to get it to go there. Oh, there's another one over there. Ah, hiding with the rock in the way. I do have the crude Atlas lifter on me. which we will have to use. Don't go too far. That's not what we wanted. That's closer to what we wanted. Is I'm trying to get back my floaty object thing. I don't know if I can. Oh, is that it? No, that's subordinate stone. It looks like it went inside of the cube. The previous time I have used it, it did not. It stuck on the side. I could remove it. The cube fell, and I had my object back. Get my thing back now. Well, it looks like it's gone. If maybe crushed, maybe not. That's the only one I've got. Means if I need another one, guess what? That's a trip back. Let's see. Why have the commands changed on this? Yeah, look, I'm pointing right at it, right? And it comes back to there. Now it is pointed correctly. And that one is pointed correctly, I think. Let's check it again. Compendium, tutorials, puzzles. Yeah, it fires. It hits another one. Okay, so we've turned it on. We do not have this second one correct, but the first one should be correct. Controls changed. What the hell? This is not what it was when I first got onto this thing. This one is going to probably have to be something more like that. got another one here. Is this got to be the first one in the line? Whoop, okay, I know what that is. Working now. I just have to survive these jerks. Alright, so now we know we have to activate it by doodling with one of the unfriendly sort of tentacular looking things. We can craft items there. That's helpful. So that we can, I don't know, make some more freaking ammo. Good evening to you. Your dudeness. The dudeness. Your dudosity. Thou who art totally doodalicious. Okay, we now have 179 belay. Okay, so that one is going to that one. That one is going to that one. I hope that doesn't cut my head off. And this is the last one, as this is the one we have to point at the thingy, and we will have solved the puzzle. And I will then be incredibly awesome. This is me being incredibly awesome. My dodging skill level increased to 2. As is tradition. Alright, so we have solved our first one of those puzzles. We're about to get a disc. Whoop, no we're not. Not until we get out. We'll start with the data pad. That rupture must have attracted the Seraph. I saw the camp get hit from up here. Is it just me now? I set the door to only respond to the data relay. If anyone is left, I'll know how to open it. If anyone is left. Gods ascend me, it's not like there's much of anything left. We were gods. Well, at least that's the tiniest bit of acknowledgement of some kind of something like humidity. Oh, that must be a Seraph ship blasting the living shit out of the islands, okay? Goodies. Bandage, sabor, victuals, power core, and some weapon propellant. I never say no to more scrap metal. You have another chest of goodies here. Propellant, power core, Saborian military ration pack, makeshift bandages, and now I have picked up a Saborian data disk and picked up 625 drift. I honest to God have no idea what drift is. Have a Saborian data disk. Let's see if this is the sort of the end. Oh, I missed one. Oops, what do we have over here? Oh, tomananas. You like tomatoes? You like bananas? Tomananas. have to admit that that sounds really awful. I mean, I really like tomatoes. I'm okay with bananas. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I just can't see the tomato banana combo platter working out that well. I hate to be the one to poop in the stew. And stuff. Alright, so this is this part of this island investigated. We have the Saborian stone. Or sorry, Saborian data disk. We lost our anti-mass thing, sadly. So what we can do is we could pop back onto our ship, go home. I think we have to go home to use the Saborian data disk. They give a really kind of an ooky little squealing noise when they die. It's kind of cool. I mean, granted, I have no idea what kind of noise I'll make when I die. I'm not looking forward to finding out. It doesn't appear to be anything on this side of the sort of big rock. I can see my house from here. Okay, I can see my ship from here. Yeah, actually see my house. Oof. No. There'll be no running off of the edge for you. You will give me the things that are mine. And then I'll eat some berries to celebrate that I have crushed them. I have defeated them utterly. Ish. Kinda. Yeah, for now. Alright, there's the boat. That's one of the little atlas thingies. Can't open that until we get that taken care of. Got another drone coming. Turn again. Yes. There we go. I figured that one out on my own. Sabor victuals, weapon propellant, makeshift bandage. How old is the band? What is the band age? Never mind. I'll just pretend I said nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. Really, it is a kind of a pathetic little squeal. Well, sooner or later, I'm going to need Atlas dust, and so far, they're the only source. You don't want to start randomly shooting mantas. I don't think I've ever shot at them. Don't think I want to start now. Something's shooting at me. Guess what? Why can't I teleport back to my ship? I want to be able to teleport back to my ship. Up. Now, is there something under this floatable rock? I don't know. Looks like yes, there might be. But I no longer have... Yeah, there definitely is something under there. But I no longer have the flotation device I need. I hear the thrumming that is consistent with the Seraph, though. Pretty much cleared out this island except for whatever is underneath that thing. Not happy about how it destroyed the levitation object, the anti-gravitational object. Pardon me? Or don't. I mean, realistically, I can't do anything about it. I can't make you pardon me. So, except for the floaty thing, I think we have finished off. Maybe not. I think we've finished off this island. But we'll take a peek up here. And goodbye to the spam bot. It will get automatically deleted. Thank you, Saribot. Really, my loathing, hatred, disdain, contempt, all the bad things, all the bad words I have for those people, it's quite large. I don't like them. At all. Where am I going from here to go back home? Because I'm not sure I remember. I think we came from over there. Pretty sure. Yeah. Thought I saw a green glowy over there. Did I miss a green glowy over here? Looks like I did. Power core. This is my boat. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Oh, wait. Sabor victuals. Taste the same as you remember. Where are those who share the memory? That lasts for 7 minutes. A lot of health and health regen. Medium ammo we don't need. I wonder, does this move everything over that it can? It does. Very cool. I like that. It has smart storage, in that if it can move stuff over, it'll move stuff over. I approve of that message. How about my other barrel? Okay. Ship's core seems to be fine. Oh, I could shoot him for some Atlas dust, but no, I'm here. Let's go up, boys. Sails up. Sails up. Takes a little getting used to the controls on this. We're going at pretty high speed. Slow us down a little. Let's make sure we're going in the right direction. We are indeed. That's where we're headed. Back towards home base. Nope. Just a word of advice. Don't do what I just did. Trying to get back aboard, like, the top. So that I can, steer the stupid thing. I'm not having great success. That was really badly done. I'd rather not lose my ship. Although, it would be amusing. I gotta say, I'd rather skip it. The journey begins is complete. Well, that's good. It's not like I'm dangling from my ship trying to get back on board. Oh wait, it is exactly like that. Oh my God. I don't know where the music is coming from, I have to say that. Shh. shit. Wow, you can grapple a lot further than I thought you could. Hook shot while grappled? What the? I have no idea what's happening now. What the hell is a hook shot? This mechanic is not my favorite. I think you might be able to guess why. What the hell is a hook shot while grappled? No idea what the fuck's going to happen when I run out of space. I don't know where the music came from other than it's a dirge to make me angry. So we're falling. I also have got to say, as far as I'm talking about annoyances, and I am, there's no easy, obvious way to move from the... I fired off the grapple. This was my issue when I did my first early access playthrough, is there are mechanics that don't work well. For instance, there's no easy way to go from the lower level of the ship to the upper level of the ship. You know, if you could remove like one square of the second floor, so what I'm going to try to do, this should be fun, is step off and shoot the mast. Well, I didn't hit the mast. Alright, what's the hook shot while grappled? Okay, that worked. Don't know why it didn't work the previous time. Now, how the hell am I supposed to get back home? Because I've been going for like 5 minutes. I have no idea where I am. Vertical, skyship, break. The sun is coming up. That's nice. But I, honest to God, have no idea where I am or how to get home. As far as I know, there's no, like, map command. Nope. So I have literally no idea where I am. There's an island. We'll head for that because I guess I can. But this was exactly my problem previously. It was I hit one misclick here and I rolled off my ship. And that was the kiss of death. I basically dodge rolled off my ship. When I was trying to hit E to use the helm, instead it dodge rolled me. It's supposed to be going down. Okay, we are. Seems like. Don't know what that is. Looks like a home of some kind. Let's lower ourselves down and investigate. But I think you can now see where my frustration with the game was, I don't know, 6 months ago. And then I had that same sort of problem where I accidentally ended up off my ship and it was really tough to get back onto the ship. And now I have no idea how to get back to where I was. So. We got a cave. Got a big old series of caves. A big old facility of some kind. All right, this is one of the boingy things, one of the control relays. Regular tomatoes. Not tomananas even. That's corrupted. Nope. It's not activating that. I'm assuming this is the L. Grappling thing is kind of annoying. Well, it's just clumsy. It's not bad, it's just not great. I mean, we all love freaking grappling hooks, so don't get me wrong. Little iron ore there. Good. We can come back for that. Oof. I mean, it seems like they tried a little bit too hard to make the grappling hook work more the way it would in real life and less fun. If that makes sense. Bugs. Oh, level 6. That's not good. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I'm dead. I'll revive at the Ark. I will unregister from my current ship. Yeah, you see, that's the kind of frustration. I either revive at my skyship where I have no idea how to get home, or I revive at my home and I lose everything on my skyship. Can't do it. Not going to do it. This is not fun gameplay. This is frustration gameplay. And this was exactly what I saw the last time. When, right after when it hit early access, I played the demo first, enjoyed it a lot. But the early access got to roughly the same point where I was moving on to the next island. For whatever reason, I didn't choose the closer islands. I chose a more distant island. And I had all kinds of problems that, like the stuff you just saw me doing 10 minutes ago. But I eventually got to that other island and was shooting at stuff, ran out of ammo, got back to the ship. There's no way to build more ammo on the ship until you take you cash in the data disk, which I just got, what, 20 minutes ago? 25? And then you can learn how to build the crafting station on your ship. But I didn't want to spend the literally 15 minutes it was going to take for me to fly back to my base. The difference between the two things here, between the failure modes being so punitive. If I revive at the Ark, everything on the ship is gone and the ship's gone. If I arrive on the skyship, I still don't have access to the stuff that was in my backpack. I only have the stuff that was on my belt and the stuff that's on my ship. I have no idea of how to get home because it took me 10 minutes to get back on board my ship. This is what my issue was. It's not with the basic game design. It's with the built-in frustrations that they have not given sufficient thought to. What if a player does X? In that case, sadly, I was flying my ship. I wanted to step off and look around to see, a better view, and then went right back to the helm. I hit E, but I wasn't close enough, so instead I did a dodge roll right off of my ship. Why there isn't, railings on the ship? Why there isn't a gap between the two floors so it's easier to move up and down between the two floors? I don't know. They just haven't given enough thought to making the game fun, removing frustration, and just leaving friction. There's got to be friction. I understand that. But for instance, if you're not on your ship, the ship should slow to a stop. That's pretty simple and straightforward. If nobody is on your ship, it should actually, realistic, if we want to be thoughtful about it, it should attempt to home in on its player if possible. If it's moving, at least stop it. It's a simple thing, because in this case, I was so far away from everything I knew in the world, and there's no map, I was screwed. And I am screwed. And I don't want to start over. There's a lot of good stuff in the game, but the frustrations when they hit are such a magnitude. It just is rage-inducing. So tomorrow, I'm fine. I will be back tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I can't recommend the game. There are really good things in this game. Really good things. Things I like a lot. But the frustrations, yeah, Snoopy, they're just so brutal. The punishment for a mistake that wasn't actually a mistake there was so much. I do want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I will be back tomorrow. I think we'll be doing a key farm for Guild Wars 2, and maybe a little leveling. And then on Wednesday, we have Guild Wars Reforged. I started a new character like a week and a half. And I'll be picking up where I left off, and we'll see what the changes are. Thank you all for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Especially when I go into one of my moods, because I find a game they haven't done the courtesy of a reach around, to quote the DI in Full Metal Jacket. But I'll be back tomorrow. The same shining, cheery personality you all have come to expect from me. Again, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Monday. And I hope, as always, trying to give you a reasonable goal. I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Keep in mind, at least it's not Monday anymore. I mean, shortly. Anyway, back tomorrow. Thanks again, guys. Take care, and